when you're outscored 40-12 in a quarter like you did in the third, a lot of things don't go right. But where do you think it snowballed for you guys in that quarter?
You know, just not coming out ready. You know, we didn't do a good job of being prepared, especially in the third quarter. Ain't too much to say about it. Obviously, we didn't make no shots either, but, you know.
If I could follow, 80 feels like it's like a trend for you guys this year. He thinks like that's been recurring. Why do you think that's happened, more than once this year?
I'm not sure. You know, I think can't really put your finger on it and say what it is or what it's not. Sometimes we come out and be fine. Sometimes we don't. The inconsistency is a problem. You know, so that we don't know.
Russ, Frank said that nothing kind of motivates guys like a bad loss. Obviously, guys had one of those in Portland, came back, win 2 overtime games. Is there something you think you can take out of this game that maybe gets you out of sort of the cycle, so to speak, of taking losses like this?
We just got to be just locked in regardless of who we play. Our opponent don't really matter. It's just more about us. We got to do a good job of kind of locking in on what we do and then, let the results speak for itself.
Russ, you've been in the league for quite a while now. When you have losses like this, do you personally find teammates let it go by and you move on to the next one, or do you kind of look at this and look for ways to improve?
Well, you can look at it both ways. Sometimes it's the time to let it go and move on. Sometimes it's the time you cuss people out and get on everybody's ass, or sometimes you just kind of let it play out. And we watch film tomorrow. We kind of see the vibe, but I think there's not a soul in that locker room know that what we're supposed to do tonight, and we didn't do it. So sometimes you just kind of, you already know. You don't need to, beat a dead horse.
So you get a feel for that during the video session on the best approach to take?
Say it again.
Do you get a feel when you guys have the video tomorrow, will you get a feel for the best approach to take with the team?
Kind of, sort of. Been in the league a while. You kind of can catch a vibe from a team, and a lot of these guys have been in the league a long time, so you kind of know what that entails and kind of knowing your approach going into tomorrow's practice into Sunday's game.
Russ, you guys switched up the starting lineup tonight, went with a group that you hadn't gone with before. I know you can't really take away much from the second half, but what did you think of how that unit looked in the first half?
No, I was okay. We didn't. We played too slow, in my opinion, though. But
that's the game right there. We got to do a better job coming out in the third.
You guys were frustrated after the effort in Portland. Seemed like you responded the last couple of games. Was there any carryover from that, or anything else you can isolate about tonight?
We'll only see Sunday. We got to decide who we want to be. Championship team, it's not us right now. Not winning a championship the way we're playing. We got to be better, and we got to care more for our wins at home, wins in general. That was embarrassing. To be up 5 at half. Obviously, this team shoots a lot of threes, but they have guys who can score the basketball. But it was just no effort in the third quarter. I don't want to say the first half. First half, I think we looked really good. We had some mistakes, but our effort was there, energy. In the third quarter, just wasn't there for us.
Eddie, how do you guys sort of gather together after a game like this? I mean, you guys have done it before in Portland, but how do you stay consistent and not have these same breakdowns?
Well, what we can't do is point the finger. It was you, it was you, it was you. This play is you. We got to stay together. And we stay together, but also we got to learn from the film. So film tomorrow is going to be big for us to, have another heart-to-heart about these type of games. We hate feeling this way. Obviously we lose. We're going to lose games. Everyone loses games, but doing it the right way, having the team actually beat us. Not beating ourselves, And those are frustrating ones when we beat ourselves. And tonight was energy and effort in the third quarter. Well, second half, just like Portland was from the tip. Our energy and effort wasn't there. So we hate losing games like that. But we got to learn from it, and most importantly, we got to stay together. And we're going to continue to stay together. Still fairly early. This is game 12 or game 13 or something like that. We still don't have all our guys back, but we got enough guys to win basketball games, and we got to continue to do what we do, play Lakers basketball. And some games we see it, some games we don't. We see it for a half, the other half we don't. We see it for 3 quarters and not 1 quarter. So we got to put a stretch of games where we're playing our style of basketball for 48 minutes and live with that result.
80, you did it. It's game 13. You're missing players. So what matters about this in the long run? I guess, because it's a long season.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, you think about that, big picture. We're missing one of our star guys. We're missing, K9, Taylor, 2 scores. Austin's been playing well for us. He's out for a couple weeks. One of our best 3-and-D guys, TA. So we're missing guys. And, that's where, you think about big picture, long term, what we can be. But now, in a moment, it's frustrating because we're losing games in the way we're losing games. And so, our focus now is frustration, especially losses like this, because we know that we're a good team. And, you think about that long term and that big picture goal, but, we want to win now, and it just sucks that we don't know our full team, our full capability of what guys can bring to the team. But when we get everybody back, we know we'll be a great team. But we still got to do what we do no matter who's on the floor. We still got to follow our principles on both ends of the floor, and we like that tonight.
AD, I know kind of everything kind of gets sucked into the result here, but you guys start out with a new lineup with Wayne in, you and Russ and shooters. Was there anything distinct you saw from that? Is it sort of impossible to gain a result or?
No, it's not the lineup. Because we started the game with the lineup and we were fine. We were up big in the first. I think like 9 points or 11 or something like that. And then we went to half of 5. So I mean, it wasn't the lineup. It was the third quarter lineup, the same guys that didn't come out with a lot of energy and effort. All 5 of us. Breakdowns defensively, bad shots offensively, turnovers.